Hello, everybody. How are you doing again? This is Dr. Patrick Dix. Oh, that was a little weird wave. How you doing? This is Dr. Patrick Dix coming back at you with another live video. Um, I decided this evening to do a live stream, and I am going to give any viewers or anyone an opportunity, a little bit of time to get in. With every stream and with every video that I put out, I am getting better. Working with the lighting. I try to make things informal to where, people, I feel a bond with them and it feels more of a personal experience. So that's why, I usually do the streams in a t-shirt. You may be sitting at home, you may be out and about, but hey, the good thing is, I dress up sometimes, but when I'm really talking to the YouTube world or anyone else, I make sure that I'm very personable and I have a connection with people. So I'm going to give everyone a little bit of time to get in and we will get the stream started. And as you can see by the title, why making money and having great health is important in 2023. That is the title of the stream. And that is what we're going to focus on tonight. So as you come in, put your city and state, and if you're a new subscriber to my channel, just let me know. Like and share the video, share it with other people. I have my regular videos coming out. I think the last video I did was pretty cool, what's in your 40 inventory, and I read some of the comments up under it. And then before I start the show, one of the main things I will go to is to show everybody how they can find my special that will be on PBS that is airing this weekend throughout 2023, and it is airing in 2024. I filmed it back in September 2022. So that will be the focus, and that will be the first thing I do tonight before I actually go into the video. So not the video, to the actual stream. It's 8:02. I'll give everybody about 2 minutes or so. We'll see who all the people that come in. And I am going to go ahead and share my screen so that everyone out there, YouTube land or wherever else, can see. So it's $8,000 a month. I was researching that a little while ago. That is going to be some of the stuff we cover relating into stuff tonight. So this is the actual program that I was featured on. So as people roll in, I will get started. So I said I'll give it 2 minutes. It's 8:03. We'll allow everyone else to come in. Let me know if you could put a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear and see me. Am I coming through clear? Just let me know. So I see you have a couple of more people joining. Again, welcome to the stream. And it is about 8:04. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first big bit of news, big piece of news. Brandy L, thank you for joining. I was featured on PBS. The show is called The Chavis Chronicles. And we filmed this back in September 2022 in Washington, D.C. Dr. Benjamin Chavis is a civil rights icon. I'm going to let y'all know on the power of LinkedIn and how it works for your benefit. I connected with the producer back in May of June of 2022. I did not know, I'm not going to say her name, I did not know that she was a producer for this show. So I responded to her the first time because anyone I connect with on LinkedIn, I usually send them hello, blank, blank, and thank you for connecting. So using LinkedIn, I connected with her and then she replied and we had an exchange. And I said, I see that you're a producer, an Emmy Award winning producer. I would like to work with you to see if I can get on the show. She said, send me some of your material. So the couple of the things I sent her, the executive producer, were the 3 videos that the Pamela Vines, that's her name, the lieutenant colonel. I told her I was going to put that out there. Lieutenant Colonel Pamela Hart Vines Film up in Maryland. I met her off of LinkedIn. I met her the end of about 2021, the beginning of January 2022. I saw she was a film producer and I liked what she did. Her and I talked. And if you look at those 3 videos on my YouTube channel, I will go through those 3 videos. As a matter of fact, let's see. Since I'm not logged in, let's see if this thing will let me do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all how the power of networking with people works. So, oops, let me stop screen. Let me present. Let me share my window. And I am going to go to my actual YouTube channel. So if I go to these videos right here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is how the power of LinkedIn and working with the correct people work. This is some of the first videos. This video right here was created in February 2021. Pam and I wrote a script and we recorded 3 videos. I flew up to Maryland at a studio office. I don't know where we were at in Maryland, but it was an office building. This video right here is 1. This video 2, and these 3 all came out of that. Some of them are snip, but these are 3 videos that were created back in February, and I uploaded them in March or April of last year. So I met Pamela Vines off of the internet, off of LinkedIn, and her and I connected, and we wrote a script. And so if you watch these videos, I am reading off of a teleprompter, and you can look at my face, and my hair was low. My face is fatter. I've lost weight since then. And we wrote a script and I filmed those 3 videos. They had these 3 4K cameras on me, and I had a mic on me and everything. So the thing that I want to share with everybody, use LinkedIn as a major networking tool. Use it to connect with people, because these 3 videos led to this interview, to where I did the will automation take my job down in the area where I'm at, and doing those led to me getting to rolling out in August of 2022. Those videos led to, this was the first, as a matter of fact, this was the first video I've ever did. This is Danielle in Phoenix. I flew to Phoenix in December 2021. I saw what Danielle was posting on LinkedIn, and that's how I met Danielle. Reached out to Danielle, and I said, I'm going to fly out, and I want to be on your show. So I think it was the week before Christmas, 2021. I've been to Phoenix before, but that was my first time meeting Danielle. We went to an office and we filmed it, and she edited it. You can look in that video. I'm a little heavier. I wasn't fat, but I needed to lose some. I was in the process of losing weight, doing yoga, hot yoga and stuff, what I do now. So that video led to, this is Billie Jean. Let me see. Oh, I keep forgetting Billie Jean's last name, and she's right up here. Billie Jean. Y'all, excuse me. Billie Jean Shaw. This is in Columbia, South Carolina. This was filmed back in May of 2022. Billie Jean Shaw and I connected with a young lady named Sierra Armitage. I think that's how you say her name. And Sierra, I went up there on Soda City in Columbia, South Carolina on the news station. I talked to her. Billie Jean came up to me and said, I want to feature you on my show Awareness. That's how that show came about. And as you can see, this is a part of another video. This is a video that I created with Pam that edited. And all of these events, y'all, led to me. This is at Clark, Atlanta. This is me speaking with Tim Echoes. This is the video that Pound created. This is a video that the new editor did. And these are videos with me talking. So as you can see, all of those videos led to the progression. And also, I have been doing streams with Erica since February 2021. The way that I found Erica, if y'all have heard of the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, O'Shea was the first person I reached out to when I got my degree. I reached out to O'Shea back in April or May of 2020 because I had been watching O'Shea since like 2015. And I did not want to go on his channel unless I had my degree. So I said, I'm going to reach out to O'Shea. The first stream that I ever did on the internet talking about automation was with O'Shea. And I think if you go through his catalog, the title of the video is Black Man, Are You Ready for Automation? And from his channel, I met Erica. I went on to LAR Movements channel. I think I remember doing a stream with Manna Tomorrow. It was a bunch of, I think it was 2 or 3 YouTubers. I can't remember their name, but I'm giving kudos to people that, you know, have helped me along the way and just the progression of how things will work. So all of that from 2020 led to me to this moment. And the thing that I want to express to everybody, I have been trying to get on TV since 2020 to talk about my information. I have been talking to people about automation eliminating jobs since 2018. When I first started writing my dissertation, I let people know already. I said they're going to eliminate jobs. And then 2 years later, we had the pandemic. Nobody even knew what Corona was, you know, besides the drink. The beer, I've drank it before, but no one knew what the coronavirus was in 2018. And here we are now. And, you know, I have 538 subscribers. So let me go back in and share my screen. Oh. So let me go back. Let me pull that back up. And so all of that, talking to Erica O'Shea, LAR Movement, all of those other YouTube streamers, Billie Jean Shaw, the Pamela, the black lady that does such magnificent work, with me getting those 3 videos. All of that led to me getting to be featured on PBS. So this is the video right here. If you go to your area, this is it. This thing is being showed all over the United States. So let's watch it come up. This is it right here. It is showing in your area. I don't know how this got here that fast. I think it was an error. But as you can see right now, this is me right here. So I'm not going to play it due to copyright, but this is the person sitting right here. And you can see me. That's my face right there. And that's my video. So you will learn a lot out of that video. And right here, I'm just showing it to y'all, the power of just working hard and putting things together. And I will show y'all how you can actually put in your zip code and find this. So it's going to air throughout the whole 2023 in syndication, and it's going to air in syndication 2024. So that's me right there. These are all the episodes. Boom, boom. So feel free to check it out. But I am episode 321. And this is how you can find out where it's airing. So what you will do is you will click on the Chavis Chronicles home. And you will stroll down. And you will put your zip code in. So let's say 30906. You'll put OK. Oh, crap. Hold up. Let's see. Trying to think of zip codes close to where I'm at when this pops up. Come on. My internet is running a little slow. Okay. giving y'all an example of how this thing works. Let me zoom in. There we go. So, y'all, sometimes this website is not working correct. Sometimes, there we go. Okay. So, if you put your zip code in, you'll see that pop up, show all, and you could do Columbia. I've already aired this week around here, but it's going to be put back into syndication. So let me think of a zip code. Let's see zip code. Let's do 29681. Set your provider. My episode is already aired there. Okay, so it's airing throughout this weekend. These stations is already aired, but this is how you would find it. I know when I searched it yesterday, it showed for my area, but this is all you would do right here is put your zip code in, and this is how you would find it. So I have the actual schedule that the producer sent to me, but it's running in the syndication. So once it runs into once it's in syndication, you will be able to go to the actual website right here. Like you see these episodes, and you will be able to click like right here, and my episode will play. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. And that's pretty much it. So, and here you go right here. Here's mine right here, episode. So, yeah. So, what's today? The 24th? Yeah. So, it aired yesterday some other places. So, somebody told me today they went on it and it said his episode is airing with them next Friday. So, that's how you can see my episode. So, all of that work got me to that point, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. So they have other wonderful episodes on there too. So I'll be running a syndication throughout the year and the rest of 2024. So thank y'all for y'all support. But again, all of that information and all of that hard work got me to that point. So there we go. Because they have other episodes that are running behind mine too. So I'm pretty sure when they run them all, they'll run mine in there too. So there you go. All right. So again, like and subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Instagram at King of Automation. Also, Dr. Patrick Dix on LinkedIn. And let's see, reach out to me on Calendly in the video. The link is there. So feel free to reach out to me to book a consultation. And that is the news that I wanted to, PR with everybody, public relations and everything. And, I was excited about it. So, yes. So, what we're going to talk about today, why making money and having great health is important in 2023. One of the big things is I saw today to where millennials, I'm 38, so I'm a millennial. And I know many of my listeners are millennials, or you might be Generation Z, X. Some people are even baby boomers. So the problem that is happening is it is costing more money to live. And you've heard the old cliche, you can live off $1,000 a month. I went to the grocery store last night and I spent $250 on groceries. And I eat very healthy, and I did not have very much unhealthy food in there, if any. I mostly had like seafood. I had fresh vegetables. What else did I have? Yeah, mostly vegetables. Oh, fruit, avocados, salad. That's mostly what I had. And it is costing a lot of money to live right now, and it's going to only get higher. So the cost of living. Even on Erica's show, we talked about this. $20 an hour is not going to cut it. You have to make much money as possible. If you are a single person like myself, you need to have 5+ hustles minimum. There is no way in 2023 you can't hustle off, via the internet. The money is out there. I saw a video on Erica's channel. The money is there. It's just are you willing to put the work in? And the cost of living is going to accelerate. And the cost of living correlates with your health, because usually people that make a lot of money usually have good health. But people that make a lot of money don't take care of themselves. Some people don't. I highly advise you, if you can afford to get nutritionists, if you can afford to get a good trainer, if you can afford to buy good, healthy food, please do it. Out there in YouTube land, if you could put a 1 to still let me know that you're hearing me and seeing my screen, just let me know. So, yeah. How much money you need to live monthly? So, right here. Oh, all of those came through at one time. Okay. All right, Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, guess my bandwidth caught up. So right here, you'll see in the screen, right here, the average living monthly expenses for a person is $31.89, which is $38,266 a year. The average family of 4 is $7,095 a month, which is $85, which is $85,139, which that is a complete lie. I could tell you that straight up. It takes more than $7,000 a month to take care of 4 people. So you're telling me if you have 2 people and two people and 2 kids, it's going to take about 30 to 40. I think Brandy and I were discussing this. We said about $40,000 per person. So it's $160,000 just to run the household minimally. Because she does taxes and stuff. So it's 35. I said 35. She said about 40. So about $40,000 a year. That's even for an infant. Babies eat a lot. If you have a dog, animals are expensive, or a cat. You might as well say $20,000 a year per them, because the veterinarian is very high, and to take your animal to the vet is very, very expensive. So this is a complete lie. The reason, like I said, I go through this stuff live is to show you that much of these things are a complete lie. I don't know where they're living at. And somebody will say, well, Patrick, it doesn't take that much money a month to live. We've done the math. If you make $40,000 a year, that is about $3,700. Let's do the math. Let's see. Put it out right now. 3,700 times 12. Oh, 3,500 times 12. Oh, 3,400 times 12. So let's see, 3,550 times 12. So 3,300 times 12 equals that. So we're talking about 3,300 and some change. We're not even talking about with taxes. So if you are making that a month, if you are making $3,300 a month and your rent is already $2,000, out of $3,300 a month, you might bring home 20-something hundred. That's $40,000 a year. It's leaving you about $1,100 to $1,200 a month. You're poor. Just do the math on your calculator. You are basically poor with that amount of money. And the reason we have to stop lying to people is to let them know you need to make much money as you can. It's really, really tough to make it off of $40,000 a year. That's why I'm doing this stream. You have to make the most money. You have to make as much money as you can. I don't know where these websites are getting their calculations from, but it costs a lot of money to live. Absolutely. So But people will see these and they'll look at this and say, oh, well, we can make it off of that little bit of money. No, you cannot make it off that little bit of money. In 2021, the average monthly expenses raised to 34 for one person for 7,400. So 7,400, 12 times 7 is 84. So you're already talking about $100,000 a year for 5 or more people. To get $7,400 a month, you have to make $10,000+ a month just to bring that home. And we've done the studies and not done the studies. We looked at research, and I've asked many people, how many people, only 10% of the population makes over 6 figures, and making $100,000 a year is not any money anymore. You're basically poor. $100,000 is about 89. Let's see. Let's divide $100,000 by 12. That is $8,300 a month. With taxes, you probably will get about $7,000 in 401k. So I want you to think about that. So $7,000 a month. Somebody will say that's still a lot of money. I'll say, okay, so I want you to think about this. So let's say you get $7,000 a month. $7,000 a month minus your mortgage or rent, $2,000. That leaves you $5,000. Say you have 2 car payments. That leaves you $4,000. Let's say your grocery bill is, for that many people, $300 a week. No. You got 4 people in there. Let's say your grocery bill is $350 a week. That's $1,400. So 4,000 minus 1,400. That is $2,600. You have $2,600. Y'all, we haven't even counted car insurance yet. So car insurance on 2 cars, let's say it is $150 a month. So that's minus 150. That's $2,450. Oh, let's say you got credit card bills. You got 3 credit cards. $2,450 minus $200 a month to pay your credit card bill. Oh, y'all forgot we haven't even counted lights and water. So if your light bill is $250 a month, that leaves you $2,000. Y'all, we at $2,000 and we haven't even counted any savings yet. Let's say you want to save $300 a month. That's $1,700 a month. Okay. So let's say your other necessities in the house. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I can't think of anything else, but let's say out of 1,700, that leaves you, you got to worry about gas or whatnot. So let's say you have $1,700 left. Out of $1,700, let's say everything else costs $700 a month. That leaves you $1,000 to survive off with 4 people. People, y'all see the math. My bills under a month is $2,000. Well, Joseph Major, that's just for one person. If you have a family of 4, for somebody that lives by themselves, it's still hard to make it today. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and lie to people. I look at what it takes me to live, and I live very cheap. You have to think about food, water, lights, incidentals, credit card bills, car payments, mortgage. What if something happens? With that kind of money, you don't have any backup plan in case something happens. So that means you're putting stuff on your credit card. What if your car needs tires? That means your credit card bills, credit card debt, they said the other day, I was looking at the news, is continuing to go up. So we also have to remember, Joseph, everybody's bills are not the same. There are some people that have 5 people to take care of $100,000. They can't make it. All they can do is try to get an allowance. You can put the 3 allowances and file for head of household. So what's that telling you off of that amount of money? You got to have a side hustle. And you need to be making money. The days of just living and getting by are very over. I say it in a lot of my videos and a lot of my like my live stream right here. You're not going to get by being a scapegoat anymore. $100,000 is no money. I just did the math for you right there. And just imagine with the inflation right now, they just said it the other day, they're adding so many jobs and enough people are still working. Inflation is about to go up. So I just want people to know those are estimates. I'm pretty sure some of the bills I listed are higher because I didn't even factor in some of the things like gas, traveling, out to eat. Oh, I forgot to factor in buying clothes every month. If you got an internet bill, come on. The money is gone very fast. We got to stop lying to people. You can't make it off of $100,000 a year once you take taxes out, and once you continue to do other things. So that's why you got to have a side hustle. And anybody that wants to about 85K in VA. Yeah. So you got to have other hustles. So Joseph's comment, I'm gonna put it up there. He says, I'm a trucker and I gross about 85K in VA every month. So you have two sources of income and you can run other routes. So I'm gonna go through the comments, as the stream goes on. But yes, people, do not let anybody lie to y'all. It takes a lot of money to live. It takes money to breathe. When you wake up and turn the lights on, yeah, it's expensive. Speaking in general, the average rent, Brandy, right here for 2-bedroom is $1,400. Yeah, Brandy, I looked the other day, is $1,900. You know what? As a matter of fact, I can show y'all. I'm a person of factual information. Average rent in USA 2023. So let's see. Average rent by world population. The average renter pays $1,326. Okay, so look right here, monthly rent across the United States. You see how different websites, y'all, have different information? This is how things get conflicted. Right here, the median, y'all just saw one website said $1,340. The median rental price now is $1,942. It was $1,978. January's level is the lowest since February 22. So if you're going to rent, you're going to have to have $1,500+ to have some place to live. And I'm pretty sure what Brandy is saying, average, that might be in the hood. Might not even be a good place. The national average rent was $1,942. Y'all remember Erica on her channel saying, people, get you a mortgage. In 2023, in 2022, August was 2,053. And the rent is not going to go down. It is going to continue to get high. Your landlord can pretty much do what they want to. There's no law governing. I looked it up. There's no law governing a landlord not to overcharge you. They could charge you what they want to. So, yeah. So I live in South Carolina. Let's see if South Carolina. Okay. So South Carolina, median rent is $1,450. Y'all see South Georgia right near me, $1,740. Yeah, year over year. And it's going to continue to go up. Look right there in Virginia, California. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, California, Texas. Y'all always know the South is the poorest. So out of anything. So I'm just showing y'all how things work and how anything at any time can happen. My best advice to everybody is to make sure you have a bunch of streams of income. You need to do what you can to pay your rent down. We're going to look at rent data right here before we move to something else. So when people throw numbers out about how it's expensive and other stuff, since I live in South Carolina, and South Carolina right here is $1,460, and a lot of people like to move to Atlanta. Let me this thing went back to 200%. These big cities. So Georgia, $1,463. The reasons, let's see, 4-bedroom is $1,463 in Georgia, since everybody want to move to Atlanta. And there's 10 million people there in Atlanta, not Atlanta. The estimated population is 10 million people in Georgia. $1,463. That is probably in a very rough area. So I just want people to think the numbers do not lie. So before y'all move any place, make sure you're looking at the numbers. So the numbers right here do not lie. So again, too, This is why making as much money as you can is important. Credit card debt. I was talking about that earlier. Look, okay. So to counter what a lot of other things we're saying, this is how you tell them this is to kill any other arguments. Somebody, we'll talk outside of YouTube. This is fresh data right here. I want y'all to read that headline. Credit card debt higher than savings for record percent Americans. What is that already telling me? People don't have any money. They are living on credit cards right now. Look at this, seniors. So if y'all got parents, y'all got grandparents, y'all got people living by themselves that are seniors, y'all might have some new residents. Now the percentage of U.S. adults with more credit card debt than savings. So y'all know what has happened. People have exhausted their savings and they're putting everything on their credit card. Yeah. So this is where we're heading. Look at this right here. Home applications. This is the other stuff I talk to people about. Most people cannot even afford a house. Most people are renting. So when Erica was like telling everybody to get into the complex and I see down here in South Carolina, I don't know where that sound coming from. Hold up. So I see trailers, they pulling double wides everywhere down here in South Carolina, like on a little quarter acre of land. Yeah. People cannot afford the mortgages. So these are the issues that I share with people and talk to people about. The numbers do not lie. I just saw something. The Federal Reserve reported last week. Let's see when this article came out. This is recent. Look right here. The household debt climbed to a record 16.9 trillion in the last quarter of 2022. Credit card balances were 989 billion. Y'all can write in the comments in the chat. Please tell me one thing that to me, what that sums up, people don't have money. And that's the big problem right now. Once you don't have money, it leads to other stress, because I don't know about y'all. When I was young and broke and I was in college, when I was working at Walmart getting $7.25 an hour. And then when my dad left my brother and I at auto paint and body shop, people's cars would get messed up, the paint would run, or we would do something incorrectly. We were struggling majorly back there. We would have to ask my mother or my sister or a friend of our family to give us some money to hold on so we can go buy the paint supplies. So when we fix the car, when we got paid from the insurance company, we can get them the rest of the money back. So that's how we did that. So I know what it is to not have money. I remember being in college, and I remember being about 24, 25 years old. I got that taste in my mouth to what it feels like. When I was going to South Carolina State in 2008, this was when the economy really had very bad problems. And when we had that first recession, things were very bad. And I remember having to decide some days, this is no lie, do I put food in my tank or do I eat or do I put gas in my tank? Yes, I was living with my mother at the moment, but gas was like $3.30. And this was in 2008. And I was only getting like my refund from school, and I had to live off that for a couple of months. So $5,000 back then. I remember, having my little fun when I first got my refund from state. Then I put the rest in the bank. And that was 15 years ago. So imagine how things are even worse now. So y'all, this is the I'm not making any of this up. You see the news, right? You see the actual data right here. Credit card debt, right? Record high credit card, emergency savings are down. People have exhausted everything. Americans in their 30s are piling on debt. That's part of my generation. Things are so expensive right now. It should not be as expensive as it is to go to college. That's why a lot of people don't go. American Express tried to guard. Okay, that's a celebrity. Trouble signs emerges. Credit card debt hits record high. This is why I'm explaining in the title why you need to make more money to pay your debt down. If you can, I'm just being honest, Borrow the money from a bank, pay that down with a lower interest rate. Yeah, I was just saying, get a personal loan to pay it off. Credit card debt. So when people say people are struggling, people are not struggling. Please show me. This is it. And then with all this going on, you'll have people trying to go travel for the summer. As a matter of fact, price of an airline ticket. Price of airline ticket. Let's look. Forbes. Okay. Some airfares are up by 50%. How to find savings. That's the CNN. I like to find a consistent. Let's see what else. Oh, you're more than welcome. Legacy is a lifestyle. Yeah. What I like to do, I like to debunk these myths out here. Everybody is getting around retirement savings. No, not big. No retirement savings. No big discussions. It was regular savings. It was just talking about people's regular savings are gone. So why you pay a monthly fee? Y'all remember Erica talked about the the Frontier Airlines, and they have booked up to where people were just paying for stuff. Yeah. So people do not have money. The times I've flown, I flew in December. The Atlanta airport was dead. The Biden and the Trump money is gone. I want y'all to think about this. The only people that really have money now are people that are hardworking Americans like ourselves. People that are blue collar, white collar, like Joseph drives trucks. They get VA benefits. You got people out here doing hair, cutting grass, landscaping. That is what's moving the society right now. The tax refunds right now are temporary. So yeah, let's see. Of course, the airline go post big profits. And I want y'all to realize, if you plan to rent a car, rental car prices fluctuate with fuel. So if fuel is higher, a rental car places the rental car is higher. If fuel is up, tire prices are higher because they have to have a vehicle to bring it there. So it's going to be a rough year for a lot of people. Y'all, that's why I hustle. I'm going to tell y'all one thing I do when I wake up every day. I pretend everything is going to go bad. And how do I stay ahead? I do not get complacent. I always do worst case scenario. What I'm going to do. I never want to get comfortable. I am a 38-year-old man. Nobody is going to come help my ass out. How do I look like approaching a woman or even trying to give y'all advice if I don't have my stuff together? I always preach to people, do not get complacent, male or female, no matter what race or gender you are. Please make sure you are not pretending like, oh, this is always going to last. All the stuff I do is not going to be here forever. So you know what I'm doing? I'm doing as much as I can. Yes, sometimes I get irritated and frustrated. I'd rather be irritated and frustrated than to be broke with the lights off and being almost 40 years old. I don't have no money. That's embarrassing. When I was 20, that was cute. I'm almost 40 years old. That is not cute at all. Actually, it's pitiful. So that's why I continue to make sure that I'm not getting complacent and saying nothing is going to change. Anything could change like that. So price of airplane ticket, 2023 Delta. I fly Delta a lot because they're pretty consistent. So let's see. Price. I thought it was going to give me a number. I know these price of airplane tickets. Excuse me. And now they got all like the kayak website. So if you're trying to travel this year, y'all, make sure you got your ducks in order. If you can drive to a place, I recommend it too. So here we are. I'm not finding a site that actually tell me. I might have to come back to it, but airplane tickets are high, air travel high. I'm gonna see if this is air travel prices. Let's look in the news. Okay, I'm gonna click on CNN. I ain't want to click on their articles because sometimes their articles go left, they go right. You know, they want to tell you what they want you to see. But like again, if you came into the chat late, just put your city and state or whatnot. But yeah, some airfares are up by 50%. So how to find a U.S. domestic airfares are 20% higher than they were in February last year. So I want to talk to all the folks that's out here traveling to these exotic countries. Please tell me, where are you traveling? Under what circumstances will you recommend home ownership? It depends legacy of a lifestyle, where you're going to stay at. Probably somebody like Erica would be the best person, but I recommend, okay, say like if you're going to stay in a city for a couple of years, it would be the best. That would be my advice. I wouldn't buy a house if I know I'm just going to be living there for a couple of years. You know, if you're like one of these people trying to build your career up, but if you know you're going to be in a city for at least 5 to 10 years, you do best to go ahead and buy a house. And, you know, like Erica tell everybody else, buy the house, pay on it, and then rent it out or Airbnb it or whatnot. But Erica probably would be like the best person to ask about that, because, you know, they're into building complexes, and she travels a lot. So that's just my advice. So okay, here we go right here, y'all. Y'all know all these folks out here say they traveling. International air travel will definitely cost you. So everybody traveling to the DL, Puerto Rico, overseas, I would like to ask people, where are you getting money from to fly from? Please tell me. I just want somebody to answer that question for me, because this is important. Why making money? Again, my title of my stream, why making money and having great health is important in 2023. I just showed y'all credit card debt is an all-time high. It's costing you to fly. It's costing you to buy food. How are you just going to travel? Yeah, fair. This is from the UK to Thailand. So this is what it is. This is not what I'm making up. This is what it is right here. This is, you know, the tough times of the world, and everybody's out here trying to act like everybody living their best life. You're not living your best life. I tell folks, please stop lying. Then I want people to think about, if you're traveling, are you traveling back there in economy, coach, first class, business class? I'm going to tell y'all, I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'2". So I'm going to make sure I'm going to be comfortable if I travel someplace. There is no way I'm going to be on a flight back there crammed up in economy or coach. I'm dead serious. I'm not big at all, but I am tall, and I want to be comfortable. I want to tell y'all too, look at the people, you know, doing all this traveling, being all squished up. Being on an airplane is not like a car where you could stop and stretch your legs. So if you're flying from here to the West Coast for a 3 or 4 hour flight, somebody will say, well, I'll tough it out. I'll tell them, fly on that flight and be all squished up, and you got to hear all kind of complaints and stuff from passengers. You will work hard to make sure you can get a nice first class or business class ticket. I'm telling y'all, invest in travel, invest in this is what I do. I'm investing in travel builds memories. Traveling to other places builds memories. So that's why I like to travel whenever I can, or if I can, depending on my schedule. But make sure if you're going to travel, you stay at a nice hotel. And you're able to travel nice, because the worst thing you want to do, depending on where I'm going for the amount of time, I'll stay like at a Marriott or something. But if I'm gonna go someplace for a long time, I'm gonna stay at a very nice hotel. For one, it's security. Two, you don't need all kinds of figures, shadowy figures, as we call them, walking all around the hotel. Look at that too. A lot of people get killed when they travel, y'all, because they don't want to invest staying at a 5-star hotel. If you are traveling, I recommend to invest in a nice hotel, because if somebody calls from that hotel, or if they have problems, the cops are coming right there on the spot. That's just my advice. Y'all don't have to follow what I do, but please make sure when you travel, you really, really you travel with security. Not travel with security. You travel to secure places. Don't be cheap. Your life cannot be replaced. You can always replace the money. You cannot replace your life. So are there any comments in the chat? You know, just write them down there or whatnot. But yeah, the reasons people aren't traveling this year. Here's another article. Consumers cite lack of money. Nerd Wallet. Yeah. Lack of money for avoiding travel this year. I'm gonna tell y'all the last thing too. If you pull up to a hotel and they have Lamborghinis and Ferraris outside and Porsches and they got valet and they got people with headpieces, I recommend you stay at that hotel. When they look at you and they look at the other people walking in, you want to get the benefit of the doubt to say, well, I'm staying here at this hotel. There's a hotel in downtown Charlotte, the Grand Bohemian. If you from North Carolina, if I ever go to like the Charlotte Hornets games, it's right there in the middle. And I'll stay right there at the hotel because you can walk and you can Uber to everything. I think I pay I think it's $300 or $400 a night. I don't care. The thing is, I'm in the middle of Charlotte, North Carolina. They can park my car and I don't need my car to drive around. I can Uber everywhere or walk down the street. And you could walk down the road. I think the Charlotte Hornets stadium, not the stadium, the place where they play was only like 7 minutes away or 8 minutes away. That's why I recommend you pay the money to stay at a nice place, especially if you're a female. If you know you travel with a group of females, y'all pay money to stay. Please don't be trying to do the bunk bed thing. Pay for a nice hotel. Men, the same thing too. Yes, we are in a time to where people just don't, regardless of what you look like, people will try you. Make sure that you are trying to stay safe. And don't let it be you on the news because the next hotel was $400 a night and the hotel you staying at was $200. And the $400 a night hotel has security and you could afford it, but you want it to be cheap. It's stuff like that why people end up getting, why people have a lot of stuff happen to them trying to be cheap traveling. COVID is not the big thing like it was. It's still out here. Lack of money. That's the big reason now. Lack of time for school. You know, people have kids in school, family commitments. Money has always been the issue. People could find babysitters, or depending on if you got family members, people would leave their kids with people. You know, if you got a trusted family member, a babysitter. So, yeah, I bet in 2021, we saw none of this. People were traveling. My homeboy was telling me people were always traveling to the DR when they were getting the money from Trump and Biden. That's over now. You're starting to see less cars on the road. Now, take that back. Depending on which city you go to, you start to see less cars on the road. But, yeah, for those of y'all out there that work hard, the next time you travel, I want you to just be an observationist. I don't know if that's a word, but I want you to observe in the hotels, observe in the airports. Observe everything. Basically, the people that have a plan for life are the ones that are really moving forward. The people that didn't and were making it off of the last 18 months of just sitting at home, the gig is up. You got to go back to work. You got to do something. So many of those people have one last lifeline. It's called tax season. After about April or May, that bubble is over. So, yeah. So, health. That's the other thing I wanted to focus on. Health is very, very important. Oh, yeah, they're going to get much worse. That's why before I talk to about health, if you are a male or female, I don't care where you live at, I recommend you know how to protect yourself. Second Amendment, as I talk about, please know how to protect yourself. People are stupid. Family members may get stupid. Everybody's going to get stupid because it's going to be survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. And you need to know how to protect yourself. Mace and knives don't cut it anymore. You need to know how to use a firearm to protect yourself. Case in point, that's just straight up. I'm from the country. I believe in that. That's how I was raised. So, why good health is important. Yeah, good health is important, y'all. I have a nutritionist I work with. I go to hot yoga about twice a week. I work out 4 times a week. I do 10 miles on my bicycle in the house, and I go to hot yoga. When I say this hot yoga, I know last night when I went, I know it had to be 100 degrees in there. Sweat was just dripping all off me. I was gasping for air. and the people I was in there with, because the place I go to has the infrared heaters, and then sometimes the instructor would turn the heat on. Oh yeah, my car got vandalized this week. Yep. Perfect example, man. It's survival of the fittest. I can be a target. Y'all can be a target. Just make sure you're protecting yourself as much as you can. The best thing I could tell y'all, do not put anything past anybody. Everybody right now is looking for a soft target. Don't be posting stuff on the internet. Don't be letting people know where you're at. Most of the time, people should have to find out where you're at. Stop telling people where you're traveling to. Stop putting photos up there. Protect yourself. Stop letting all kinds of shady people come to your house, male or female. Stop hanging with all kinds of people. If the pandemic taught us a lot, a lot of people needed a lot of support, but a lot of people saw the people that they didn't have to be around, how their life really progressed too. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Protect your assets, protect yourself, protect your family, get you a dog, do whatever you need to do. But good health is very, very important. Oh, I was talking about the hot yoga. I've been doing hot yoga. It'll be 2 years in April. I've been going. It's some of the best thing. I'll cover that. The TikTok, I'll ask about that. The challenge. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. I've been doing hot yoga for about 2 years. I can go upside down. I'm way more flexible. My body is toned up. My shoulders have even toned up. My chest, my abs. I've had to give away a lot of clothes. I only eat seafood now. I just got tired of eating chicken. And I'm going to just be honest with y'all. If I give up eating fish, I'm probably going to be vegan, because I stopped eating chicken. I was just sitting there eating it one day at the house, and I said, I am tired of eating chicken. This was a couple of weeks before the new year, and I've been eating seafood since. I eat like wild mackerel and olive oil for breakfast and avocados. I have a nutritionist, and I eat a lot of fruit. I have not drank juice in like a year or so. I've drank orange juice, but like how I would have like cranberry juice, because it's just full of sugar, even though it's the 100%. That's why I do not drink juice. I don't really drink liquor. If I drink beer, it's Michelob Ultra, because it's less carbs. I have my days where I splurge, but I'm realizing I cannot eat a lot of sugars and stuff like I used to, which is good, because diabetes and blood pressure run high on both sides of my family. And I take my health serious. If I'm going to invest in myself, I need to invest in good health. And that's why I do what I do. I recommend everybody to do that too. So that's why having good health is important. Exercise, eating right. And I'm not just talking about physical, mental health. Keep the idiots from around you. Keep people around you that are positive. Stop hanging around people to where all they have is problems. Get those people from around you ASAP, because if they have problems, you're going to have problems. Humans' intuition is to try to help people with their problems. So make sure that you are keeping people from around you that are really idiots. 90% of people's problems are caused by them. So remember that. You have some things, people may get sick, like with cancer or some medical conditions you can't control. But let's be honest, 85% of people's problems they're causing on their own. Stop hanging around idiot people, y'all, for 1 month, and you'll realize how much more motivation and how much more zest you have for life. Just feel better and just take care of yourself. Like I said, when I started doing the yoga, I had to give away clothes because I can't fit in them anymore. And that was one of the main things the nutritionist told me. She said, as soon as you don't fit in clothes, make sure you give them away. It's a psychological thing, because she said your body gonna want to try to get back in them. So mental health, physical health. We have a lot of mental health stuff going on. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you can afford to, do not let a job stress you out. Use your Family Medical Leave Act, and also quit the job. There is no job worth your health. I am telling y'all from people I know. Y'all know people just like myself, people that have killed themselves because they lost the job. They have let a job kill them. I refuse to let a job kill me. That's why it goes back to making sure you have all kinds of sources of money. Make sure you are out there hustling to where if you don't want to work your job, you can quit it. Never make it to where you got to go to work, because how they get people, they make sure you pay 30 years on a mortgage to say, okay, well, you buy a house at 30 or you buy a house at 25, you're going to be paying on this house till you're 55. I think a 30-year mortgage is absurd. I don't think that should be legal, but it's a whole nother question. The rule of the money is the rule of the land is to keep you in debt, everybody. So if they got you in debt, you got to keep going to work. That's how life works. If you're not in debt, you have too much freedom. Try to get debt free, which is you're never going to be debt free, but make it to where you don't have to go to work unless you want to. Please, I'm telling y'all. I've seen people just die. Y'all seen where people in these movies jump out a window. I'm not jumping out no window for no company I own. If I own a company, why am I going to kill myself if the company go bankrupt? Why? Life is too precious. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to off myself, as they say, because stuff did not go my way. Again, if y'all know people that are having mental issues or suicide thoughts, get them the help. But the saying about suicide is, y'all, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You can overcome a lot of things in life. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of tough challenges. Just make sure you or yourself. I've been depressed before about things. I told y'all when I got fired and stuff, I never thought just say, okay, God, well, I hit a bump in the road, I'm going to just off myself. No, please just make sure you're not thinking like that. And people are at these companies and they let this happen, and people just have the stress of the world on themselves. So that's why people seek mental health counseling. Find somebody to talk to. Just don't let things bombard you. The worst thing, I'm a man. Men don't like to express themselves. I talked to a counselor. I've been talking to the counselor since 2020. The same counselor I had. And it's one of the best things I've ever did in my life. I recommend counseling to everybody, because there are a lot of things you need to share with a third party that is not biased towards you, because certain information, if you tell certain family members or people, they are going to feel a certain way. So you need to have a third party that's not judgmental, that'll hold you accountable. Make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Don't go to work. I can tell y'all, I know life is bad. When I walk by people's desks, and I used to see people reading the Bible in the morning. Hopefully you're reading the Bible for meditation, but I've heard some people say they got to read the Bible while they're at work. I'm gonna tell y'all, if I'm ever doing that, I'm out. Nah, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna chill, and I'm gonna find something better, because there is no way I'm gonna let a job control my life. And I really mean that. If I got to ball against my 401k, if I got to empty my savings out, I will come up 20 times better. But this is the thing too. I want y'all to think about this. There's 24 hours in a day. Think about how a job can just take your whole life and just rule it. There's 24 hours in a day. You have to at least sleep 8. You're supposed to. Let's see, you get 7 hours of sleep a day. That leaves you 17 hours left. Out of 17 hours, you spend 10 hours with a job. You got to spend an hour to get there and an hour back. That's 2. That leaves you 15. 15 hours minus 8 is 7 hours. Out of a 24-hour day, you get 7 hours to yourself. How can you be a productive wife? How can you be a productive husband and be a productive parent with 7 hours left in the day? When you do the math, something's not right. Think about that. Society has everybody thinking like that. How can you be productive? I'm just being honest. How can you be a productive person off 7 hours? I could not be a good husband to my wife and my kids off 7 hours. How my wife gonna be productive off 7? And y'all, that's an estimate. It might be less than 7. How are you going to be productive? And people do that every day. I see a lot of people, they look miserable. I can't do it. I work my government job and I have all the other stuff I do on the side. But I'll tell y'all, Make sure you prepare to where if you need to leave. My job is good. It's not stressful. Money isn't everything. And I'll say that to everybody. Money isn't everything. You need money, like I was saying, to survive, but do not put do not put your health above a job. No. Put your health above a job. Don't put a job above your health. No. Go to your appointments. Make sure you exercise and taking care of yourself. When it's time to leave, it's time to leave. You get there till 8, 9 o'clock. You leave at 5. You go exercise. You have a day, because you know what happens too? People get to the job and they're continuously doing this. They're going around in a circle. They get to the job. When they leave at 5, they're going home to cook dinner, hang out with the family. They'll never have any time for themselves. Out of 5 days of a week, you have 2 days left. I'm a big proponent of a 3 or 4 day work week. We don't even need 40 hours on a job. It came out in the early 1900s with Henry Ford. They standardized, the Labor Department standardized that 40-hour work week. But no, make sure you're making time for yourself, because I could tell you a company will hand you a pink slip in any time. And the pandemic showed us that. Pandemic layoffs. If you don't believe me, y'all, I spelled it wrong. Sorry. Unexpected job loss. Any of us can lose our jobs. Nothing is guaranteed. So these are all articles, and there are other companies. Yeah. So layoffs are happening everywhere. People are leaving. The good thing I'm glad that people are doing now, they're taking their health more serious and they're leaving their jobs. Yep. Excuse me, y'all. Whew. Zoom layoff highlights. Yep. Y'all, and I know people in the comments can comment on this. Y'all remember all the companies that overhired during the pandemic? Now they got to lay people off. And the other big thing I want people to realize is too, a lot of companies, people are going to ask you, what did you do if you know you got laid off from your job back in 2020 and you were able to get the coronavirus payments and the unemployment and stuff? So this is Zoom right here laying people off. You know, there are a lot of companies that did Zoom layoffs. This guy reminds me of a lot of people that's like, they're going to lay us off, not saying I could come to work at any day and they can get rid of us. You got a lot of people that just going through the world, going through life, like just going through like nothing ever happened. Yep. And y'all know, as they raise the inflation rate, they're going to have to lay more people off. So yeah, let me make sure my thing is still 200. Yeah, so everybody has seen it. I've been on here an hour. I'm gonna go about 10 or 15 more minutes. It's Saturday night. Let y'all get back to what y'all was doing. But yeah, look at Ericsson. This used to be Sony Ericsson. I remember that. So yeah, this is it. I mean, I just wanted to get on this stream to talk to y'all about money and health and why you need to make money so that we can. You need to make money. You need to have a good bit of money from different income streams coming in. Oh, and the good thing is you need to be able to make money remotely. You need to make it to where, if it's possible, say you drive trucks or whatnot, you need to have another source of income coming via the internet to where all you need is a laptop. So yeah. Everything, you can make money now without being at every job in person. So if you got one job in person, make sure all your other jobs you could do remotely or work from home or remote work. If not, get more skills. So, yep. So, yep. So I'm going to go through a couple of comments and we are going to get up out of here. Salute. Yeah, Alonzo Star. Let's see, Doug in there. Nice. XC. Nice. Big Discussion 76, Science and Technology. I did a YouTube with him some weeks ago. A stream about automation. Y'all need to check that out. And I'm pretty sure I'll get on other people's platforms too. No, it was just talking about regular savings. I'm pretty sure retirement savings might be in there too. Yeah. I think I posted that before. Brandy's comments, yeah, decent for me, over 100,000 gross, but with that before taxes. So yeah, you want to make as much money as you can. So when they do take all your taxes out, you really, have some money. Okay, he lives in North Carolina. So we have legacy is a lifestyle. She appreciates it. Thank you. And I answered her question about home ownership. And this is a key comment right here. Unfortunate things are about to get worse. So y'all, when I said learn how to protect yourself, please do. Big discussions was telling me about, I think he's up in Syracuse or New York or wherever, I think up north somewhere. My car got vandalized. The TikTok key theft challenge. Let me see. Let me see what this is. Okay, y'all, we all about to learn something new before we get off. All right. So, did not hear this. Learn something new. There's a manufacturing flaw. Since I grew up with cars, the club. Yeah, if anybody, I remember the club, and all thieves would do, y'all, would to get the club off, they would cut the steering wheel with a saw. So that's why the club was ineffective. I don't know why people still use the club. Or if you've ever saw, what was it, Gone in 60 Seconds, but that was before they put airbags in cars. You can't do that now. You can't get to the steering mechanism. The airbag will pop out and probably kill you. Yep, hopes or worse. The roots on the block, stolen. Okay, Atlanta, love the neighborhood. So yeah, there's a theft of Kia and Hyundais. Wow. There's a TikTok trend called a Kia board. This is Spain with only a screwdriver and a USB cord. Oh wow. So y'all, we learned something new tonight from big discussions. Did not hear about this. Oh, common death. Now major insurance companies. With Philadelphia car owners. Wow. I'm glad I don't own one. They peak in dominating. So this is somebody that figured out how to do this. Wow. So they released software to prevent it. Wow. Here's a picture, y'all. So it's some way they're learning how to bypass their computer. Oh. So we learned something new. Thank you for that. But yeah, she said she built thank you for sharing it. Oh, you're more than welcome, Jot Miles. Yeah, good thing she's building a remote business, great content. Please stop. Most of those are going to be some form of tech reaching higher. The stuff I'm on Erica's channel talking about. Yes, tech people are losing jobs, but there are other fields you can major in. I have to look into it. So when I do the next stream, I could talk about which fields you should use for remote work. Not use for remote work. Finding out what you can do. As a matter of fact, I'll just show you how you would do it. Top remote opportunities. And this is how you can just search for it. It's remote opportunities that don't require a degree. This was 1 month ago. So here you go right here. I'll give you a little session. It's talking about, I thought it was listed. This is from 3 weeks ago. These are your best remote jobs. Web developers, still tech stuff. Yep. You don't need a degree for it. Yeah, here you go right here. All of these are some kind of tech thing, but some of these could be automated too. That's the scary part. Nutritionist, you can till they figure out how to do a lot of them, but a nutritionist helping people design. Yeah, all of these can be done electronically and remote. So yep, here you go right here. So yeah, just put in top remote jobs and that'll help you out. So again, I've been on here 1 hour and 15 minutes. Man, 1 hour and 15 minutes has flown by. Again, like, comment, and share and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Go to my YouTube. I am on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. Again, you can, I'm going to do it again, see if I can get more subscribers. You can go to, before we go, Instagram. You can follow me here. You know, all this crazy stuff pops up. Yep, you can follow me on Instagram. This is me right here, King of Automation. I have 925 subscribers. This is some of the recent stuff I posted. I went live yesterday on a video. And you can find me on LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn. Reach out to me. And here we go right here. And you can go to my website, thedicksconsultinggroup.com. I'm working on, updating some things on it. And that is pretty much, it has all the YouTube videos that I do. I put them on there so if people get my business card, they can go straight to my website. But all of these links up here take you to everything. Bio, consultations, it's whatever you want to do. I zoomed in right there. So it's whatever you pretty much, if you want to, these are all the YouTube videos that I create. The streams can't put on there because they're over 30 minutes, but these are all the channels. Because I was on News 11 Alive, and we have some other stuff. Yeah, I've been doing a lot. So the Hispanic with Carolina Hasblimos discussion. Here's the stuff I was talking about with big discussions right here. New local matters. Do you make enough money? I'm everywhere. I'm trying to get out there and get more. So and if you know anybody that would like to book me for a presentation or anything, just have them email me. And if you know of anybody else, they want to book a consultation to talk to me, they can just go to this and we'll take it from there. So again, my name is Dr. Patrick Dix. I appreciate you joining me on your Saturday night, and have yourself a good one. What tech opportunities do you foresee in estate planning and trust? Legacy is a lifestyle. I would have to look that up because I don't want to give you a wrong answer. And you could put a comment in the comment section or whatnot, and I might can answer it in the next couple of days. So again, y'all, it's Saturday night, and I'm calling it a night. Enjoy your night and have a good one. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a good one.